Hi friends! Oh my goodness, look at that, and I froze. All right, well at least you can see my hands. Hi friends! This is Caitlin. I'm very happy to be back here with you with Pink and Main. Maybe I'll just get rid of frozen me down there. Tonight we are going to be working with the May foil of the month, which is this beautiful gold, which actually, okay, good. Yeah, perfect. The gold shatter. I think that's what we call this. Gold, shatter gold. It's so pretty. I love all of these. And then the star of the show, in my opinion, for this one isn't even the foil. Like, the foil is beautiful, but it's the Cute as a Bug foilable sheets. So we have these really cute little ladybugs. We have this really fun like floral swirly pattern. We've got some fun dots and then a really cute stripe. So we're going to be using these as well as some of the cherry red solid foil, and we're going to be making 2 shaker cards tonight that I think will be really fun. That's what this is, just here for the packaging for our shaker. I have some card bases, some white and black ice rink and asphalt cardstock, but you know what I did forget to grab was the giant sentiments that we need. Let's see if I can figure out what I did with those last week when we were done. I really have to come through and like organize all this stuff. It's getting a little bit out of control. We're just going to give everybody a minute to jump in while there they are. That's Father's Day. Where's the Mother's Day one? I faked myself out. We'll give everyone else a minute to jump in while I try to find our Mother's Day the big die, the Mother's Day dies. We might have to come up with a plan B. If I can't find it in here. Oh goodness. I'm sure we'll be fine. We'll figure something out. We will figure something else out to make our shaker part with till I can find those. Let's see. I saw Gail was checking in, my mom. Let's see, Helene was here early, Sherry, Lisa, Virginia. I see Kelly was checking in. Jackie Ann. Cherry's here. Maria, Lori. Kim's checking in. I know, right? Jackie Ann, that should have been my profile picture. Just me frozen mid-conversation. Peggy's here. Let's see. Barbara. Brian's checking in. Michelle. Cynthia, Karen, Jody, and Annette. Wonderful. Okay, we will figure out the sentiment part here in a little bit because the most important thing to get us started is our foiling. So let's just worry about that for right now, and I will worry about everything else later. And Sandy's checking in too. Oh, and then the really cute, I forgot to mention these. These are the ladybug confetti pieces. They're in the Crafty Courtyard kit, but I had to borrow them. One of our cards is going to be ladybug themed and the other is not, by the way. Because I know a lot of people love the ladybugs, but I know they also might not be for everyone. So I wanted to show two different options. So for these, I think I want to use, I'm going to do the white. Because I think the little ladybug pieces are going to show up better against the white. Because this is going to be a lot of red. Yeah, I think we're going to stick with white. And then I want to use this other swirly. I think we're going to do the white one for this as well, but we're going to ink blend that. This really beautiful floral swirl. Yeah, I know so many people love the ladybugs. I thought it would be really fun to use those. I also see Misty jumped in. Yeah, perfect with the white. And we're going to use our Shattered Gold and our Cherry Red. The ladybugs we're going to leave. We're just going to trim this down. I should have done that before I put everything away. Let's see. I know I'm going to need it like 4 or less, so we can do that. And then same for this one because it's going to be inside our shaker, like behind our top shaker panel. I am fine with, I want them to be a little smaller. They don't need to be a full 5.5 by 4.25. We'll trim them down a little bit. So I'm gonna pop those extra 2 little pieces back in here so I don't lose them. That's the Cute as a Bug foilable sheet set. Just gonna go back up here. What color with our gold? Maybe pink. Let's grab some Dress Shop. Some Dress Shop ink and a pink blending brush. The other thing to keep in mind too, oh, never mind. I can't tell you that yet. Never mind, just kidding. I'm going to take a little bit of low tack tape and put my fingers on the sticky part so that I can move this around without getting extra fingerprints on it. But you can also use a Post-it. If you're very careful and patient, you can probably just do this with like cardstock or printer paper too, but I like that it has a little bit of the stick to it. And we're just going to try for a nice even coat of our Dress Shop ink. All the way over our panel. I think that's going to pop really nicely with our gold. Just get that a little spray and come in with my Pink and Main microfiber. I don't know what that was. Okay, hopefully everything's fine. Looks fine. Gave me a weird beep. I don't know what that was. Okay. We're gonna dust this off just a little bit. And I should have trimmed this first. Let's trim down our foil. Did I just like pop up for a minute? What was that? I hit something on my keyboard, but I don't know what I hit. All right, so a little more than 4. And then we'll just get, right, what did it do? So strange. All right, and then the cherry red, which we also have like that true brighter red, but I really love the cherry red. It makes me happy. It's so pretty. Oh, it just popped up and then disappeared. That sounds about right. Right? I can't get my picture up when I want it to be there, but it'll just like pop up and then disappear on its own. Love that for me. All right, my mink is plugged in. Let's get it turned on and warmed up to 3. It's gonna blink red, and when it turns green and beeps at us, we'll know that it's ready. I have a little carrier sheet right here. See, I've been really good about putting stuff like my carrier sheets back in the exact same place. But clearly I did not manage to put my dye back in the bin where all the dyes are supposed to go. Alright, so I have this so that the pretty sides of both are facing up, and that's how we're going to run it through our machine once we get the beep. And I'm going in to dust the back of my foil as well as the front of my panel so that nothing gets squashed in the middle. We get a nice clean impression, hopefully. It looks like some people have been having problems with Instagram. Yeah, they've been doing some weird kind of updates, I think. Should probably be looking for this sentiment dye while I'm waiting for this to heat up. See, the thing is, oh no, so that was the Father's Day one. I was going to say, I have the hat dye here. Okay, this is green, so let's go ahead and we just want to get it started. The machine will grab it and put it through at the pace it needs. We don't have to push it at all. Hey Beth, thanks for checking in. And Brennan's here, his last night of peace, I believe I was told. You're gonna spend it with me, that's very kind. Also, while we're waiting for this to run through the machine, I have a YouTube video going up on my channel tonight at 10 Eastern when we're done. I just need to update the thumbnail and change up the title, and then it'll go live at 10 in case you need more late night time with me. I meant to have a video up on Friday and that didn't happen. So I've been having some weird like mental blocks with filming and editing. Live card making, not a problem. but filming and editing has been a big problem. So I'll have a video up tonight. Better late than never. It's coloring florals with Copics. If anybody needs some extra of that. All right, let's see. Brennan's first AP test is tomorrow. Oh, it's Thursday. So Wednesday night won't be fun. Yeah. Like the big tests, right? Like the tests. How many of those are you taking? I think I took 5 AP classes my senior year, but I think I only took 4 tests. I think I skipped chemistry. All right, our gold should be completely cooled down. You always want to let your foil cool down all the way. Oh, Virginia, thank you so much. I love the shutter card too. All right, so there's a couple little spots on here that didn't catch it, and I'm not really sure why, because I feel like I dusted it pretty well. But that's okay, because we're going to put shaker bits in here anyway, and it's going to be the background. I really love how the gold, there you can still see the pattern really clear, but I like the gold with the pink. I think that's fun, and we're going to put it behind white, so it's really going to pop and stand out. And then, of course, we have our reverse image. Probably easier to see it on the white background. So we can always use that as well. Oh, yes, Brennan, florals. Go figure. It has to be something I'm doing with the ink blending, maybe. Maybe I need to like wipe it off, because this doesn't have a single black spot. It doesn't have a single error mark. This is so pretty. I love, like, the shine is insane, but the red is so pretty. It's like, it's hard for me to show you the like actual color. There you go. That center stripe is really what it looks like. So stinking cute. All right. Next time we ink blend, I'm gonna try to remember to like take a microfiber and like wipe off the excess ink, in case, I know inking the background doesn't affect it, but maybe I'm just like leaving too much on the toner areas or something. Okay, so that's our backer panels, which means it's time to decide if we're not doing the Mother's Day one that I was aiming for. Which one are we doing? That could be fun. Let's do one of those. Hold on, I'm finding some very good options here. All right, we're for sure doing this You Are Amazing with a heart that I found. You know what I haven't used in forever is the Hello Sunshine. Let's use those. I know I said these are for Mother's Day in the beginning, but like it's the same idea, and you could totally use the heart and You're Amazing for a Mother's Day easily. So this one, this is from the Hearts of Flutter. It comes with the heart, and then you have the words or the butterflies that you can do. We're going to do the You Are Amazing, but you can do either. And I love that you can do either. So we're going to do that for, I think, our ladybugs. Okay. And then for our golden pink, we're going to break out an oldie but a goodie, the Hello Sunshine. I think that's going to look really cool with our gold and pink. Although the shadow of that is pretty I think we'll be okay. We might not see a ton of it. The letters do take up a good bit of space. Maybe that's not the best one. Let me think about that one. But let's start with the You're Amazing. Or we could just do You're Amazing for both. Maybe let's do that. Maybe I'm making it too complicated. Go figure. I'm sure that would shock you that I would ever make something more complicated than it needed to be. Okay, so we're gonna do You're Amazing for both. We're going to do one in white and one in black. These are gonna be so easy. We might have to go back and make like a color something. Oh my God, I don't know. We'll see. So these two panels are gonna measure 5.5 by 4.25. We want these to be a full A2 card front. Because our foil panel is going to go behind this. Yeah, exactly. Breaking news. Exactly. And these, I forgot, aren't trimmed this way. We're just going to take 1/4 inch off of these. Okay. We're going to, let's do one landscape and one portrait. That'll be fun. So we're going to put our heart down first. And I want this to be as centered as I can get it. Okay, and then we're gonna save ourselves some time and run all of this through at the same time. Then the You're Amazing, but we're gonna glue the You're Amazing onto our acetate so it doesn't actually have to be lined up in that heart perfectly. The heart placement is more important. Okay, now we need to repeat this with the black cardstock. So the actual heart, like inside heart part, we're not going to use. We're using this for the frame element and the letters. All right, our little E is there still. Perfect. We're going to repeat this, but this time we're going to go portrait. I have to go back and check. I saw Virginia wrote something about the flower cart. Okay. there's our black frame. Oh, and Brennan's reminding us it's the last week to post your challenge card. I can just stay in there for right now. For the Pink and Mean April challenge. What did I do? Oh, with my piano. Okay. So let's do our gold and pink first. We need, where is that extra packaging? Shredder card guys for Father's Day. Very fun. Thanks, Sherry. Sherry's watching other videos to get color combo ideas. Yeah, we very much understand crafting on a budget, Sherry, that's for sure. All right, so I'm going to trim my packaging down. I just split my 2 pieces of packaging apart. Okay, and we're gonna measure this 4 by 5 1/4, so it's also just a little small. This packaging also has a hole punch in it. I don't know if I'll be able to show you. See that hole punch right there? So I'm making sure that that doesn't make it into the part that's my card, right? Like, that's not the part we're keeping. That's the hole punch is all the way up here. So I'm just being mindful that I don't want that section. 5, 4 1/4. Okay, see, and we're recycling. Just dropped something. I don't know what I dropped. I'm a mess. It is chaos here. Okay, we're gonna go in with tape runner on the inside of our heart panel. And we're gonna place a piece of our packaging right on the back. So we're just making a little heart window, okay? Right, so it'll be like that. Let's just go ahead and do the black one too while we're at it before I lose this clear packaging. That's unfortunately a very serious concern for me. What did I get on here? I got some kind of sticky stuff on my acetate. Okay. There we go. Of course, it's like right in line with where my shaker window is going to be. That'll be fine. Right, and then that's our little ladybug heart. How cute. Okay, I feel pretty good about where I did place the heart in my letters. So I'm going to use the heart as like my little guideline, but you don't have to do that. We've done this before too, where we've like popped this in and used it. I need to switch to my dot runner. Switch to the pink one. Virginia is saying she's nervous to use tape runner on her card. She's scared it's going to loosen up. So what do you guys think? Is that a problem for most people? I don't tend to have a problem with it. Sometimes I will add like a little bit of liquid glue if it's something I'm really concerned about popping up, but you guys let us know what's the consensus. How are we feeling about tape runner? Sometimes I just don't have the patience and energy for liquid glue, like right now. Virginia, the blue tape runner that I use, they're both Tombow, and you can get them individually or in like a multi-pack as well. But the ones that I use, the pink puts out little dots, like little squares. So it only kind of sticks to where there's paper. So like for the center section of my A, from using the pink one, I don't have anything kind of in that bridge, like connecting between, because it's just, let me see if I can get it. It's just like a little checkerboard, right? Where the blue is a solid piece of tape. So if I did that over, I'll show you on the end. When I do that here, like this is tape in between. Like one solid piece. So then you can still use it, but then I have to go in and clean it out. So if you want to avoid that, you can do a dot runner, which is like the pink one. So for like adding my panel into place, tape runner's better, the blue one. For adding little bits like this, my dot runner is better. I don't always have the pink in my craft room though. I always have the blue. So I am a big dot runner fan, or tape runner of any kind fan for anything with acetate, because the liquid glue just moves around so much for me that I can't, I will ruin it. I will mess something up for sure. Okay. Let's see if we can keep everything in place. So there's our amazing. You can see that's kind of just like floating, which is perfect. Now we just have to do that like a million more times. Yeah, cherry, exactly. For acetate, it's gotta be either runner or like easy tear, right? Hey, Dawn. I'm mounting tiny art pieces. Okay. I'm going to just pop this back up into place. We don't need the center of our O, we only need the outer part. Yeah, I used to think that people said like dot runner and tape runner, like they were the same thing when I first started watching card makers online. Until I bought the pink one on accident one day. I was like, oh, I get it now. I get it. But they do have multi-packs at like, I just get mine at Michael's when they're on sale. Like a buy one, get one kind of deal or something. Or you can get packs of like 3 of the same kind. So just know you have options. Okay, this has all of these little shavings. I should have like dusted it off first, but there's our You Are Amazing. Let's wrap this one up and then we'll move on to our the black one. Where's my foam? There's my foam. All right, foam tape frame. We are going to need to make a little literal foam tape frame, a little rectangle on the outer part of our card. If you don't want your shaker bits to move around as much, you can make your inner frame smaller. And they will stay, you know, more in scene around the heart. So I'm going to do a little double layer there. I don't want to not put any on the very edge because I don't want it to buckle. And we're going to come in with, I think, just gold sequins, the gypsy sequins for this one. I think will be really pretty with the background, or pink, or maybe both. I don't know, I didn't think that far. Let me grab the drawer of sequins, the drawer of confetti. Said I have that die. I love this die. It wasn't the one I was intending on using, but it's a good one. All right, so we could go flamingo, and technically we could go pop and pink, but I don't like that as much. We could go gypsy, or we could do both. I think I like both. So let's put our foiled panel on our card base. This is just a pre-scored A2 side folding card base. Okay, I'll tape run that into place. And remember, I trimmed this down a little, so it's going to have a little bit of a mat. That's a good thing. Okay, and now I'm going to take my shaker bits and add them to the center of my card. You could also put these into the set, like into your acetate layer, and put your card on the top. There isn't like really a right or wrong way to do this. Well, I mean, there is, it just isn't that, it isn't that adjustment that would make the difference, right? Because you guys know, if you remember, I think it was like a couple of weeks ago, maybe a month ago, we did this and I like didn't take off the foam, the backing tape from one section. So when I picked it up, all my shaker bits just like flew out the side. That would be a wrong way to do this. Okay, I'm gonna stand up because I want to try to get this as centered, like as lined up as possible. There's like a little pocket of them. I filled it up too high in the middle. It's still very cute, right? So like a very simple, but the inside is just like so much fun. You can hear it shaky shake with the gold and the pink. Oh, I like that a lot. Yeah, right? I guess I do remember that. There's always a wrong way. That's probably true. I don't even think that I want to add stuff to it. I kind of really like that it's so much white space. Because you guys know, I don't often do that. White space isn't a strong suit of mine. So I think I'm gonna call that one for right now done. Okay, but we're going to repeat the same general idea on our ladybug one. What is that? I don't know what I got streaky on there. Yeah, I don't think I can use that. It's like too streaky. Let's see. You guys know I have more than enough packaging. Let's just, right is right and wrong is wrong. Let's just cut a backup panel. I'd rather it have like a wrinkle in it than that crazy smear. Yeah, I really want the shaker to be, are we talking about for the white? Because also, Sherry, I feel like I want the shaker to be the star, so it can't have stuff smooshed on it, you know? Okay, that's better. And now let's do our sentiment first. Actually, you know what would be cute? Maybe we change it up for this one. What, how much time is it? Oh yeah, we have time. Okay, we're gonna pivot one more time. We're not gonna use the You're Amazing for this one. You guys out. Get out. I wonder how to put that away. I have from the okay, pivoting one more time. I just want to change it up. I promise I'm not trying to be crazy here. Just want something different. Let's go in like a very different direction. Just wild and crazy over here. I don't know why. These are just screaming out to me. We didn't get to use these from the last release yet, but we're gonna now. Yeah, right, pivot. Okay. Let's heat emboss on the bottom. Oh God, my hair just got caught in my camera. It's a good thing you guys can't see from my face camera anymore. This is the More Spotlight Sentiments. Okay, and I'm just envisioning like a sentiment down here. Oh, I guess you could see that I got stuff. I just think like hello there is cute. Or like have a great day. Maybe just hello there. Keep it very generic. 100% should have done this before we put on acetate. Never heat embossed near acetate before. No idea how that's gonna go, but there's only one way to find out. So we're gonna pop our little hello there. We're gonna come in with our anti-static brush and some embossing ink. And I know the last couple times I have heat embossed with glitter, it hasn't always been great, but the sentiments we were using before were very thin, and this is like a nice chunky font. So we're gonna come in with Fire Engine Red. I am gonna tip this at an angle so I can try to avoid getting embossing powder all over my acetate and like in the gap in between. But like, oh my God, that's gonna be so good. If you like to heat emboss sentiments and you're ever concerned about, you know, if the glitter is gonna show up or not, 10 out of 10 recommend these Spotlight sentiment stamps. So good. I'm gonna mute really quick. I'll be right back. Okay, I think I did it. And the acetate on the back is hot, but it's not that bad. Look how pretty. With the foam, we're gonna be fine. Right? I think it's just fun. Shayna's like, I think I have that embossing powder. I have that dye. It's so good. They're so good. I almost used the cranberry for this because the cherry foil is definitely like a little more on the cranberry side, but I really wanted it to pop right against that black. Okay, so this part's going to be basically repetition from last time, right? We have our A2 side folding pre-scored card base, and we have our very cute ladybugs, foilable. There we go. We need our foam. Right, see on the back, you can't see from there, the acetate got a little melty, but really, in the scheme of things, not bad. Not bad. That is like not. Go glued to the cardstock. Oh my gosh, this dog is snoring so loud. Poor baby. I don't know if her like allergies are acting up or what. She's loud. Also, our chickens are doing well. This seems a little thick. Chickens are doing good. I am still very concerned now about Violet. Sorry, no, about Daisy and whether she is a hen or not. There's been, I thought we were in the clear, and now I think we're back in the danger zone. Who knows? Not me. So we just continue to wait and see what happens. That's very strange. With the embossing glitter being weird. Sometimes I do have a harder time knowing when my embossing glitter embossing powder is melted versus the like regular, because it has that little bit of texture to it. So I do understand that part. Let's take our shaker bits. And these are so cute. They're little ladybug clay pieces. There's some matte black and shiny black confetti in here, green, red, and gold. And because we're not adding any words over our heart, I'd rather have a little extra versus not enough in here. Right, this isn't, my backing tape is still on, so we can test it out and make sure it's not up high enough. Trying to make sure I have like a slightly more even thin layer than with the last one, the pink and the gold, where I had that little clump. Okay, so I shifted my little pile up a little bit. Now I can go remove all of my backing paper. Okay, let's get this a little lined up with my glass mat. We're gonna have to trim just a teeny bit off the bottom, but that I think is pretty good. So inside you still get that shine, right? You can see over here that shine from our foil. We have some really cute shakers, our little hello there, and there's just a tiny bit of white card base on the bottom. There we go. Two very clean, I don't know if I would say simple, but two pretty clean stamps. No, cards. That's what we need. We need cards. Oh yeah, that could be a concern. If it's really old, I would just assume that embossing powder can act weird after a little bit of time, especially depending on like what part of the country you live in, if it's like humid and stuff. But yeah, two very fun little shakers. I love these guys. I really love these little clay ladybugs. They're so cute. A little hello there, a little you are amazing. And the white, like we said, the white is very bold, but also the inside, like it balances the inside being so bright and shiny. Yeah, love these. Very different than what I set out to make, but at this point in our time together, I bet you guys aren't very surprised about that. I hope that you guys enjoyed these ones. I think they were very fun. hopefully I can find my Mother's Day dies. They're here somewhere. They're here somewhere. But I also know that you guys understand that feeling better than anybody. So yeah, thank you guys for hanging out. I do not currently have a plan for Thursday yet, so if you have any requests, if there's any items that we didn't use from the last release that you would like to see used, or something that I used but you want to see it in a different way, like maybe one of the flat cart cards, flower carts, we can make that into a flat card or anything like that, just let me know. Also, fair warning, next week I will not be live on Tuesday. Next week is sneak peek week, so I'm gonna still be here 2 nights, but it's actually gonna be Thursday and Friday. Donna will still be live on Wednesday, and Libby's trying to see if she can go live on Tuesday instead of me, so you still get the same total number of lives. But we're going to do a big, huge sneak peek reveal on Thursday with me next week. Okay, so not 2 days from now, but what is that, the 14th or 15th? So keep that in mind. I'll remind you guys on Thursday. Virginia is asking shutter card. Shutter card, shutter card. All right. And Jackie Ann's asking for Copic coloring, so we will do a shutter card with a Copic colored element on Thursday. Perfect. Helene said it's perfect. And Copic. Perfect. I love it. Thank you guys so much. You make it so easy for me. I enjoy my time with you guys. I will see you back here on Thursday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, and have a good day tomorrow. Until next time, have a good night and happy crafting.